Welcome back again, guys. It is your boy AOV Eros, or Eros with AOV Gaming. As I told you guys, this beginning tips and tricks, or these tips and tricks videos, are mainly focusing on economics. As you've seen, I went ahead and added another 4 fields. This is just to kind of help with production of everything with the dyer workshop, weaver's workshop, tannery, and malt house. Now, with all these 4 industry buildings, you can go ahead and actually go over to the trade post and go into trade, and you can go to each of these materials. So flax, I'm actually producing flax, so I could actually trade it if I wanted to. Same with barley and wheat. If you go into food, already have eggs and vegetables on export. I could do bread as a full trade, but I'm going to keep the bread as my thing. Now that we're making linen, we can actually go ahead and do a export of linen. That's going to give you 4 gold or export price. Then you can go ahead and you can look at malt. Malt's 4 gold export price. So I'm going to go ahead and export gold. Or not gold, but malt. And then dyes. I'm going to go ahead and export dyes as well. That's going to give me 4x more gold for regional wealth. That means without opening a trading post, we just opened 1, 2, 3 more aspects, maybe 4 more aspects for us to be able to produce regional wealth to help us build our economy. Now, I did go in here and I did already make a full trade for spears, because one aspect that I kept running into is later on down in the game when you're playing against either just the bandits or the other king, they tend to attack you with 3 or 4 different forces. So yes, I was able to already build my military initially, and I did have 20 personnel in the beginning. Now I have 17, so I'm manning those people. But I could also come back and look at, okay, I have 36 spears, I have 36 large shields, so I'm still good with that aspect, and I have 50 people. So could I come back and could I actually make another special unit? I could. Could I come here? Could I completely remove this unit, come back and click that? Yes. Is it going to really affect it? As you just seen, no, but it's something to keep an eye on. Now, the hiring mercenaries comes down to the treasury price. That is something that is not affected by trade at all. That is only affected by taking out the bandits camps. Now, I don't think there's any bandit camps right now on the map. There is actually right over there. You take them out, you know, cool, you get money. It also kind of prevents them from attacking you early on in the game. But back to the trading aspect, we were going to go ahead and we were going to open up our mine for iron ore. This is going to be something that is going to be a beginning aspect to have. Now, the iron ore deposit does have a thing where if you had a rich deposit, you could do a deep mine. Sadly, I don't have a rich deposit, so it's not going to be beneficial for me at all. But I can also come over here now and I could build my clay. Now, you have to use your actual mining pit to mine clay and iron. These are going to be important aspects for later on down the road, because these are more things you can trade as well as use to build up your economy. If you come down to the trading post and you go to trade, again, you have roof tiles, you have blocks, and then you also have in, I believe, the crafting materials, iron slabs or clay. Clay isn't as good as export or import as it is for the iron slab, but it's just something to keep an eye on. Now, something that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm probably going to come over here and I'm going to look at mail armor. Mail armor is 80 gold pieces for regional wealth, and the gamson is another 60. I am trying to open up areas for my military. So if I look back at the military resources, right, I'm missing helmets, gamstons, and armor. I already have spears and I already have shields. So I'm going to come back into the trading post. I'm going to go to trade, going to go to military, and I'm going to open up a trading post for gamston, establish trading route, and then that's going to be all I can establish right now. Now, this is going to be a full trade. I'm going to do import and export, and I'm going to have a reserve of 36, because that's all I need for now. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do the same thing with the spears. you want a desired surplus of 36. Meaning, well, I guess I can only do 30. My game froze. This game does have a lot of bugs in it, just for you guys to know. This is a early access game, so the bugs are going to be there. This game does have a lot of potential in order to becoming a really good game. Somebody told me earlier this week that this reminded them a little bit of Civilization. This game is kind of highly like Civilization, but the only difference with this game is the aspect that it's not a overview of the map. This is a game that you could actually come in, you can look at it, you can be part of the actual building of the economy compared to Civilization. So I really like that aspect. I never really thought about it either until they had said something. So the game's slowly coming back to me. So I am sorry for it being a little buggy, but again, like I said, this is an early access game, so it is going to happen along the way. Now the game's running up around again. I got 36 of that. I have 74 regional wealth again, so once I get the time, I'm going to come in and I'm going to build a mail armor. And then I'm going to come and get a helmet aspect for trading. And then I'm going to go ahead and build those surplus numbers up to 36. That way I can go ahead and I can come back into my military and I can have those materials that I am missing. Now, my mining camp is already open, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a person in there. That means my mining camp over here for clays is going to be already open. So now that those two aspects are open, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to open up in industry the bloomery for him. And then I'm also going to open up the smithing aspect for him. Now, earlier on, I did get attacked by bandits, so I had a corpse pit because I killed them all and I had to place it down. The corpse pit, which I don't think I've covered in any of my videos, it is a resource that just cleans up the dead bodies. Sadly, it doesn't give you any materials out of it. It's just a place to bury people. My bloomery is built, so I can go ahead and I can put a person in there. And then once my smithing is done, I can actually probably go ahead and put a person in there. But I'm probably going to hold off and build more houses just so I can get this number back up. And I have 2 people. Bloomery doesn't necessarily need to be manned right now, so I'm going to actually take him out. And I'm going to go put a clay furnace over here, place that down. And while that's going on, I'm going to continue to build up this community aspect. Now, excuse me. Something you guys can do, if you guys feel like this area is getting too crowded around, you guys can go ahead and you guys can build a aspect of a factor where you have a separate community in the same region. That way you're not having everything all bundled up in one area, and you don't have to continue to make marketplaces to help, well, you're going to have to make marketplaces, but you're not going to have to continue to make it bigger and export marketplaces on the outside of your houses to make it kind of look like funky. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build a couple more burger plots right here just so it's connected. It doesn't mean it's going to actually connect to the marketplace because, one, there's not a marketplace here. The marketplace is there, but I'm going to build one here later on. This is just going to be kind of like aspect to have to go ahead and get more houses made because we need them made. So... and apparently it's all too steep, so I can't do that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it this way. That's too steep still. So it looks like we're going to actually probably have to come out and build over here, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. Going to go ahead and bring this out and bring this down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and build off of here. Now, as you guys can see, I was able to kind of curve it along with the road, but I did miss a couple burger plots that didn't have that additional resource to build. That's okay if you miss it. It's not a vital aspect. Now, something I'm running into is I need the wooden church, and I need to be able to get these to burger plot level 1. So I got to come in, and I got to actually build the church. So once I do that, I'm going to come in here and I'm probably going to build a church somewhere over here. But I need to go ahead and build a stone cutter camp. So I'm going to come back into mining and go to stone cutter. And I'm just going to slap that down right here. This is going to be able to attach that and work perfectly fine with what I needed to do. Now give me a second and I will be back with the video. Actually, so as you can see, our trading post, it is gaining economy and it is losing economy because of the fact that we're trading and exporting and getting materials for our military. So that's something to keep a vital eye on to make sure that you don't... Oop, enemy spotted. Alright, so as of right now, the enemy is far enough away so we don't have to worry about them. But this is the aspect of the game that I was talking about. They will eventually start building and coming and attacking you. So it's vital to be able to look at your military and see what you have available. And okay, I have 29 spears available. And right now it's not populating any of the armor. So we'll see. If you go to tab, it shows you what you're missing. Yeah. Just to kind of look at that aspect of it. I am going to go ahead and build a little bit more on the burger plots when I get the opportunity to go ahead and get that regional wealth back. Because the thing is when you're doing this, you want to have the equilibrium of having enough burger plots to produce regional wealth and export. That way when you're doing a full trade, you're not losing all your regional wealth by doing it. I'm going to go ahead and put a person in the smithing right now, and then or not smithing, the bloomery, because the bloomery needs to be done before the smith. And then I'm going to go ahead and export iron slabs as well as be able to use it to build materials for your military. But I am going to go ahead and end the video there. I do hope this video is helpful. If this is just a repetitive video of the last video, let me know. I am sorry. But please comment, like, and subscribe down below. And I'll try to get more of these videos out for the trade and economics. As you can see, the trade and economics does seem to be doing better than the other aspect of it that I was showing you guys with just doing the farming and trade animal. So I hope you guys like, and I'll see you guys later.